The Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is a very unique experience at Walt Disney World. Disney brings in booths and different experiences from all over the world and in the United States, so you have the opportunity to try flavors that you may have never tried before. Today I'm going to go over all of those tips, tricks, hints, and some insider information that you might want to know if you're going to the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. In my opinion, there are two different ways to experience the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. You can either go in knowing absolutely nothing, doing no research in advance, and just grab a map and a passport and look at all the different food options that you have available to you and where the booths are located all around Future World and World Showcase, or you can research some of those entrees that are really good in advance and know what you want to try. Now, I've had the opportunity to experience the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival both of those ways. One time I researched everything in advance, I knew just what I wanted to try, and I also tried a few new things. And one year I went and I knew nothing, I didn't know what was happening. The only way I figured out what was available was by looking at the map that I'm provided at the front of the park. And they actually show you on these maps that are specially made for the Food and Wine Festival where each booth is, so it's extremely helpful if you don't want to research in advance. I preferred experiencing the Food and Wine Festival with a tiny bit of research in advance and then experiencing it by myself. Usually I'll read about the first, second, and third options to try that are the very best. Everything else I like to try myself. That's just my way of doing it, but both ways are a lot of fun. When you walk into Epcot for the Food and Wine Festival, you will get a map and a passport. Now, the map tells you where all the booths are, but the passport is extremely helpful because it actually lists out and has pictures of some of the food that's available to you. It's extremely helpful, and they have these stickers as well, which you can use to keep track of where you've been, what you've tried, especially for those longer trips and you want to try as many things as possible. It's a great little keepsake and a tool to have with you. The first time you go to the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, you might be thinking, I can't wait to try one of everything, and I know I was thinking that the first time I went, but once you open up that passport and see all of the different food items that are available, you're going to realize very quickly that you're going to have to make some choices. When you first think about it, you might be saying to yourself, oh, that means that I'm going to have to leave something behind, I'm going to miss something. Well, there's also kind of a positive spin to that, and that's the fact that if you go back another year to the Food and Wine Festival, chances are you're going to find the same booth and maybe a similar item available for you to try. So they always have something new, and they have some older items that everybody loves. Speaking of trying new things, Disney set a record in 2017 with 35 different food booths available all around World Showcase and Future World. The Food and Wine Festival at Epcot is extremely easy to navigate. You walk to any booth you're interested in, choose what you want, pay for it, hold on to your receipt, walk around to the other side of the booth, hand them your receipt, get your food, and enjoy it. It's that easy. You can go to any of the booths. You don't have to wait in a certain line to go to all the booths. It's one line per booth and you can enjoy. The only thing you need to experience the Food and Wine Festival is your admission to Epcot. Once you're there, you do not need to get any other package. You can start going and enjoying it. Now, if you're on a budget and you want to make sure you are very careful with your money and you want to know exactly how much you're spending, you can always load money in advance onto a special gift card that you can use at the different kiosks. It's extremely helpful. It's on a little bungee, so it's on your wrist and you can just go and pay for what you want and you're never overspending. Some of my favorites from 2017 include the special new booth, Flavors from Fire, which I have a feeling will be back again this year. The smoked corned beef was out of this world. I think one of the best things I had. The Light Lab was really cool just for the atmosphere. That was the best part of the Light Lab. At the Active Eats, the loaded mac and cheese was phenomenal, and at China, the Beijing roasted duck bao bun was out of this world. So they got one of the really cool gift shops over here, the special lighting all over the place, like lasers. It's really cool to come in here and look around. All right, I got the corned beef, and it's definitely more than I was expecting. It's a pretty good portion size. Oh my gosh. They blew this one out of the park. I mean, all the food, I can't get over the food. I can't get over the food. This is amazing. The Food and Wine Festival is something that you really want to remember. The food, the flavor, everything about it was just so good, and if you're like me, you're probably going to end up buying some of that merchandise. It's a great way to bring some of the magical memories back home with you. Disney sells that merchandise from the Food and Wine Festival all around World Showcase and Future World, but if you're looking for it, you can also find a lot of them in here in this passport. You've got the shirt, the hat, even this mug is here in the passport, so you know what you're looking for. During the 2017 Food and Wine Festival, the Festival Center was located at the Wonders of Life Pavilion. Now, we know that has all changed, and the Wonders of Life Pavilion is being transformed into something else. So this year, it's likely we're going to see another location for the Festival Center. We're not so sure at the time of filming, but last year I loved the chocolate experience from Bean to Bar, hosted by Ghirardelli. They hand you a free piece of chocolate, and you can see different sculptures totally made out of chocolate. It's just so cool. It's so cool, and if they have it again this year, I highly recommend it. And there's my complimentary caramel chocolate. Now take a look at the Wreck-It Ralph one. They've even got all the little characters in the stand
right there. That is amazing.
Now, whether you are young or like me and young at heart, you might really enjoy Remy's special hide and squeak game that happens all around World Showcase. He's playing hide and seek in all of the different countries of World Showcase. You are handed a map where you have to identify where he is and put a little sticker, and then once you're done with all that, you get your prize, which is a special pin that they hand to you. It's really, really cool. You have your choice of a different vegetable. This is from last year. He had the pepper right there. I just thought it was a really cool way to experience the Food and Wine Festival. Now, you will get this pin even if you can't find him. If you can't find him at the different locations, it's okay. You will still get this pin, but it's a great way to experience the magic. Along with the truly phenomenal food, Disney also brings in top performing artists to play for the Eat to the Beat concert series. Last year, Disney had a wide variety of entertainers at the Eat to the Beat concert series, including Billy Ocean, Plain White T's 38 Special, and even Kenny G. If you're looking for a specific artist to be there when you are there at the Food and Wine Festival Eat to the Beat concert series, make sure you take a close look at the Disney World website for the Food and Wine Festival, which I'm going to link in the description of this video, because the artists play at different times during the festival. Your admission to Epcot will get you access to a vast majority of things at the Food and Wine Festival, but there are a few premium activities like seeing different demos by like Cake Boss and all these different specialty chefs that have something very special to show you. Now, I've never had the opportunity myself to try one of these premium experiences at the Food and Wine Festival. I'm sure I will one day in the future, but I really do enjoy walking around, trying different things, something in my hand as I'm eating, walking around, seeing it all. It's amazing. Highly recommend it. You know how much I love bringing home merchandise from my different adventures, but I also like to take those photos, and during the Food and Wine Festival they have very special magic shots that are available, so be sure to ask that PhotoPass photographer for that special magic shots. They appear in different locations all around World Showcase and Future World at Epcot, so be on the lookout. As spectacular as the Food and Wine Festival is, it does bring in quite a crowd, so my biggest piece of advice if you're looking to experience the Food and Wine Festival is to get there as early as possible. The festival officially opens at 11 a.m. each day, and on a weekday you're going to find much less crowd, so if you can experience the Food and Wine Festival on a weekday and early, you're going to be in great shape with much less people around you. Whether you're a fan of the cheese soup, the seared scallops, the Belgian waffle, the loaded mac and cheese, or even the liquid nitro chocolate almond truffle, there is something for everyone at the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, and I highly recommend it. I cannot wait to try the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival this year. It's going to be spectacular. Let me know what you hope that I tried this year that I haven't had a chance to try in the past in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite is. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.